I think God used my disabilities to help me learn in other ways. I think it's what God knew that I needed. And I spent my late teens and early 20s traveling in this group and studying. We were just studying the Bible and church history, and it was I didn't go to a Bible college, but in a way, I did. I didn't go to a university, but you don't know how much time I spent at university libraries studying, church history and Old Testament. It just so I was kind of self-taught, but I guess being attention deficit disorder, I couldn't sit still in a classroom anyway. I was so I think God used my disabilities to help me learn in other ways. So,
Well, and something that I've seen as a through line through all the conversation I have in this podcast is that somehow when it comes to gratitude, people somehow find this idea that life is not happening to me, but it's happening for me. And when you described something that like the fortune of that tragedy of of having a possible near death experience with contracting hepatitis is what changed your life completely. But
mhm.
then I think something is so special about being able to see and find meaning in those moments and take it and run with it and the gift that comes through the pain.
Right. What's the verse about? It's good that I've been afflicted, or else I would have gone astray. So,
Mm.
like affliction, it's you know, it's God's way of chastising us and putting us back on track or keeping us from straying. So, yeah, afflictions, and I see that in these families that have children with disabilities. Is when you ask them to pray, if we can pray with them, and then all of a sudden you see them crying and praying, you know that they have a relationship with the Lord, that they know how to talk to him, and through, especially like in Guatemala, they there are no safety nets. The government isn't giving them wheelchairs. I mean, I saw once the government was buying some sports shares for the basketball teams, and that was just a one-time deal, but, yeah, they can't depend on the government, and so they have to trust in the Lord.